Hey guys, so this video is part one of a two-part video series where we would be trying to understand what is a series and a data frame. The series and the data frame are two of the three fundamental data structures in pandas, the third being the index. We will be briefly touching upon the concept of the index in these videos. However, I will also have a separate video to discuss the index as a separate topic in more detail. Alright, so before we can proceed to discuss the series and the data frame, first we need to be familiar with two data structures in Python, which is the list and the dictionary. Alright, so let's start with the list. So a list allows us to store multiple items or elements in one variable or in one set. So to create a list, we use the square brackets, and each of the element in the list is separated by a comma. So let us create a list composed of three elements, the letters A, B, and C. So because I'm using strings here, the letters A, B, and C, I just surrounded them with a single quote. And as we said, each of the element is separated by a comma. So in this list, we see that it is composed of three elements, and each of the element is assigned a positional index. We will not discuss too much about indices right now, but I just want you to be familiar that each of the element in a list is represented by its positional index. So therefore, the first element in a list would always have an index position 0. The second element in a list would always have an index position 1. And the third element in a list would always have an index position 2. So notice that the index positions would start counting at 0 and not 1. So just bear that in mind. So in our example here, we could say that the list is one-dimensional. However, we can also create a list that is composed of lists for each of its elements. So to do that, first let's open our first pair of square brackets. And then for our first element in the list, let's create another list. And let's input two items in the first list. So let's just say that our first item is A and our second item is E. So this is the first element in our sublist. Now to create the second element, we just separate it with a comma and then create our next pair of square brackets. And let's say we assign the letters B and F as the elements of the second list. And finally, let's create our third list, our third sublist, and let's assign the values C and G as elements in our third sublist. So as before, we mentioned that each element of the list has an index position. So in this case, because our first element is also a list, we could think of it as the first list is occupying the index position 0. We are saying that as a set, the first list occupies the index position 0. And again, as a set, the second list occupies the index position 1. And finally, the last list, the last sublist, occupies the index position 2. Now, each of the item within the sublist would also have its index position. So we could say that A has the index position 0 within this sublist. Similarly, E has an index position 1 within the sublist. And we could say the same for each of the element within each of the sublists. So B would also have an index position 0 based on the sublist, and also F would also have an index position 1 based on the sublist. Same as C would have an index position 0 and G would have an index position 1. Now, if we think about it, we could group each of the first elements in each of the sublist into a new set. And also, we could group each of the second element in each of the subsets into another set. So to do that, we will be using the concept of a dictionary. All right, so before we proceed, let me just put in some headers here, just so we are clear on what we are discussing. All right, so dictionaries, on the other hand, is used to store data in key value pairs. So when we say key value pairs, it looks like this. So the key would always be the first item or the first element, and the value is separated from the key using a semicolon. The key and value pair represents the structure of each of the element in a dictionary. So one element in a dictionary will always have a key, and then the semicolon separating the key and the value. The value itself can be a single value, or we can use a list to represent multiple values or multiple elements to represent a single value. So let's take an example. So in comparison to a list, dictionaries use curly braces rather than square brackets. So using our previous example from our list, we said that we can represent the first elements in each of the sublist into a dictionary. So to denote that in dictionary terms, let's say our first key value pair will have a key of value 0, and then let's separate it with a semicolon, and the first value will be A. So this is our first key value pair. Then we can write the second key value pair in our dictionary. Let's use 1 as the second key in our dictionary. And let's use E as a value in the second key value pair in our dictionary. So the way we denoted our dictionary here is to explicitly state that the first element in our sublist, which is A, is in the index position 0. And our second element in our sublist has the index position 1. So that's one way to think about dictionaries. So as we said earlier, the keys of a dictionary can only have one value, while the values in the key value pair can have multiple values. So how do we do that? So let me just copy our first dictionary, and let us convert the first element into a list by surrounding it with a square bracket. And also I will be adding our second and third elements, the B and C. And finally, we could also convert this value into a list as we did before by surrounding it with square brackets and adding the second and third elements F and G. So in this example, we have shown that in each of the key value pairs, the values can take on multiple elements or multiple items by assigning a list as the value for each of the key value pairs. So now we can come back to our previous example here in the list composed of sublists. So previously we said that we can create a set where each of the first elements in each of the sublists can be created into a set. And this is what we have done here. So we have assigned each of the first elements in each of the sublists into key 0. And similarly, each of the second values in each of the sublists, we have assigned to their key 1. All that we have shown here is that we can represent each of the elements in a list composed of sublists into a dictionary. And we will be using this concept when we discuss data frames. So if we think of it in an Excel table format, we could say that our first column is composed of the letters A, B, and C, and our second column is composed of the letters E, F, and G. So if we only focus on one column, we say that this is a one-dimensional array or a one-dimensional list, which is what we have done here. And if we focus on column B by itself, we could say that this is a one-dimensional list or array, which is composed of just the values E, F, and G. Now, if we combine these two lists together, we could say that now we have a two-dimensional array composed of two one-dimensional lists. And each of the elements can be represented by their index position. So A and E, we could think of it as having index position 0. So just recall that in Python, index positions are 0 based, so we always start counting with 0. And B and F would have index position 1, and C and G would have index position 2 in terms of the row index. We can also indicate the index in terms of columns so that A, B, and C will be in the index position A, or we could think of it as index position 0. And E, F, G will be in index position B, or we could think of it as index position 1. And finally, for this section, I just wanted to show you that we can also create a list that is composed of dictionaries for each of its elements. So to do that, first let's create our list using the square brackets. And for our first element, we would be using a dictionary. So we could denote our dictionary with the first index key 0 and first element value A, and second index key as 1 with an element E with the value E, and our second element in our list would be another dictionary. So we'll just use the same index key, and we could put B as our value, and again we use 1 as our index key, and then F, and finally our third dictionary with again our index key 0 with the value C, and finally index value 1 with the value G. So this is also possible. So this is a list where each of the element is a dictionary. And because we will be using this in our example later to discuss data frames, I have used 0 and 1 as keys for each of the key value pairs in each of our 3 dictionaries within our list. All right, so that is it for part 1 of this 2-part video on the series and the data frame. To continue with our discussion on the series and the data frame, click on the next video in my channel, which is video number 4 in this Learn to Code in Python using Pandas series. To learn more about how to use the Pandas library in Python for data analysis and data manipulation, check out the other videos in my channel. And finally, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you found this video helpful. Take care, and I'll see you then.